Brodes Media.
You know when we watched this team earlier in the year and we said, it doesn't look right. We know what a championship caliber team does. We've seen a group that has balls. We know when you have thick skin and you're tough as a team, as a unit. You were not passing the test previously. Now? Kyle fucking Schwarber. He's hitting balls that I don't even know if it's staying in the stadium or not. The broadcast couldn't even show how high the ball went. It was that much of a piss missile. It was that outrageous. It was that insane. And this is where we are. When you need it, you get it. I don't give a damn if it's Weston Wilson, Edmundo Sosa, Trey Turner, Taijuan Walker. I don't care if you have a demoralizing feeling because Bryce Harper gets gunned out from right field in a 1-0 game where you couldn't create offense at all. And yeah, you know what? The last time you saw this pitcher, you fucking pantsed him. You embarrassed him. And the way that this was trending, a perfect game? No. It ain't happening. It's not happening. They stayed together. They never quit. And they fought. And this team right now is playing like a force. And I heard Tom McCarthy say this as they were bouncing around trying to get back to the studios for one of the crossover segments. And he said, this is one of the best 4-game stretches that they've had all year long. The vibes, the entertainment, the style of play. They're doing all the little things right. The defense has been picking it up as of late, even dating back to last series. Some really sharp plays. So that's the difference in being a ridiculous threat or a team with extreme flaws. Harrison Bader is robbing home runs. Trey Turner has had some pretty remarkable plays. It's a big deal. It's fun. All year, I don't think I can remember a time where every single night, regardless of the competition, they had me on 1,000. Not like this. This is, holy hell, get me to 645. Get me to 610. Get me to the next pitch. I need it like I need air. Air. I don't care if it's Walker. I don't care if it's Wheeler, who isn't 100%. I don't care if it's Ranger Suarez, who seems to be struggling with the innings. It doesn't matter to me. Injected into my fucking veins. I need the fills. I feel it now, though. And it's glorious. It's all I ever wanted. I don't even care that the Nationals are coming up now. I don't care. I don't care how bad it is. I don't care how bad the opponent is. I don't care any of it. Let's just enjoy the ride. It's nice. It's comfortable. It's easy. It's free flowing. Now, the game itself, sure, you had to grind. But when I tell you we can relax, I mean, I have faith that the team, until there is 27 outs recorded, they're going to be in the mix, and they're going to leave it on the field, and they're going to make you earn it. If you're going to win, you're going to earn it. You'd have to throw a perfect game and keep that up. The second you go to your pen, and the way that you contributed to tie it up, they will be there at the end, no matter what. And how about this for showing another side of them? No Duran. Win a game with the hot and heavy usage rate lately with Matt Strahm, with Duran. And now you got David Robertson coming in, a little shaky. Couple of base runners on, not my favorite. But here he is, jogging off the bump. Giving JT some glove taps, smacking each other on the rear end as they walk to the dugout. Don't know if they did that. Just imagined it. Good sports move, solid move. Nothing like an ass tap on the diamond. I played in a checking for charity hockey tournament over this weekend. Let me tell you something. You make a good play, you come off the ice, the boys are going, hey, here we go, here, boys. Hey, nice play, bro. Try to use the glass it out. get a little bang. Say, yeah, we're back, baby. We're athletes. Just like in Mundo Sosa is an athlete playing hot right now. When he gets going, there's a spark. We're watching him run the bases with the outrageous slide. When he's sliding home, I'm at the gym and I'm fucking screaming. I'm going, let's go, baby! Here we go, zoom! Cheering him on as if I'm Dusty Watson, giving him the circle. Here we go, baby! Here we go! And don't even get me started when Schwarber made contact. I mean, the bullpen didn't even get established. The bullpen, they looked like idiots. Here they go. Did that leave the ballpark? That's what I did in real time. Now I'm starting to sweat. So bear with me. I did sauna, and then I did a hot, steamy shower after the sauna, after the workout. But I got to be honest with you, just to put it in perspective on where I am currently with my excitement. All I was thinking about after the 9th inning ended was, I need to get this done because I want to talk. Because I want to break it down. I want to share my thoughts and share the juice. So let me get this straight, Brodes. You moron, you piece of shit. It's August 11th. Okay? You've hated this team all year long because they aggravated you. And now, they're in your mind so much that you can't operate with your day until you can at least talk for 30 minutes about their greatness? Yes! Here's why. Easy defense. This is what I expected. This is what I anticipated. Now, of course, it's not sustainable forever, but it shouldn't take until August 11th to have this feeling either. But this is what I was waiting for, and now that I have it, let's go, baby! Let's go! Mets are losers. A lot of these other NL East teams, losers. Any of these other NL teams, losers. Getting carried away. I still have some concerns. Okay? I apologize. But here's what I'm not going to apologize about. Emilio Cigars. Look at this box. This is beautiful. I mean, just stacked with Emilio Cigars. I haven't even opened it yet. It's still got the plastic on it. When I open up this puppy, whoo! I'm going to be so pumped because Emilio Cigars, they got old school roots and new school attitude. They're made at the Fábrica Oveja Negra in Nicaragua. So it is as legit as they come. And what if I told you there's only one cigar to smoke on this planet? Because there is. Seriously. There is nothing like it. It's the best cigar to ever touch your lips. And if you tried it already, then you would know, and then you would continue because they're so damn good. And if you haven't, all I'm saying is go to their website down below. Use promo code BRODES10 at checkout for 10% off your purchase. Try it and get back to me. Because I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, Brodes, you were right. As always, you're right about a lot of things. You're constantly correct about everything you say about the Phillies. You're always right with the Birds. You're the smartest smartest person in the history of Earth. Thank you. Thank you. I agree. And then you're going to say, but what you really nailed, the Emilio Cigars. You changed my life forever because I can never smoke another cigar again. Nothing is as good. Join the family down below. So how about these fight-ins, huh? Amazing start to this road trip. It's so funny because there's so many times this year where it would look as if you were dead on arrival. It was straight up no-show. It was straight up, what are you going to do? Right? We'd make up an excuse that, well, the last time you saw this pitcher, you embarrassed him so badly, he was just going to get his revenge. You have to tip your cap. Now, believe it or not, this is actually one of those games where, in a way, I can subscribe to the tip the cap theory. In a way, like, I do think we overuse that. There are so many times where some C-list pitcher throws a gem and then, well, you just got to give them credit. No, shut up. Shut up. It's the bad approach. It's the garbage at-bats. It's the this team isn't living up to the standard feeling. That's different. But this was like, yo, you're on it for those first few innings. You're talking perfect. Something was probably pissing him off with the last time he saw this lineup. So I actually do subscribe to that in a way, but I did think from a general sense, we would easily convince ourselves that, what are you going to do? You had a flat day. They've shown they've had flat days. Normally it's the final game of a series when you win 2 already. But since you finished the sweep in this most recent series, then maybe this is what is normally that third game, if that makes sense. We just watched them sweep the Rangers. All right, well, then this game here is the traditional third game where you just don't show up. Like, that's where I thought we were going with this. But they've also played with this style and attitude for such a decent amount of time, for quite some time, that now, in the back of my mind, I have the door open. Well, you can't count them out yet. Well, not this group. Not when you get the top of the order up in the 8th. Not with Kyle Schwarber having another at-bat. Not with Bryce swinging it. You know what I mean? There's that now added. That wasn't the case year before. And yeah, or not year before, but a few months ago. Sorry, I'm very discombobulated right now trying to get out my thoughts. I will be better. I'll sharpen up. I thought I started hot. Now we're hitting a bit of a strange area. But my point is, I keep comparing the last few games and the 4-game win streak and their style with April, May, June, July at times, and when they were holding us back, because it's a perfect example of what is allowing you to buy in. Bottom of the lineup, turning the lineup over, Trey delivering. Sometimes his at-bats bother me. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. It still is flirted in there, those ABs where I demand more. But game on the line, give us the lead, help us secure a win, come up clutch. He was there. And that is huge. And speaking of someone else that I need more out of, it's Nick Castellanos. Not getting the ball deep enough in the 7th inning when Bryce Harper is on third for him to get a gun down from a cannon. How? I need Nick Castellanos. And it's so bad that we are now having Rob Thompson put in Max Kepler instead of Nick and blaming it on the field in Texas. Wait till he has to decide to do it again. I wonder what he's going to throw out of his ass next time. I ain't buying it, whatever it is. But that's how low it's going right now for Nick. But he's got to bounce back, just like Kepler. Kepler was so low, his MLB career was on life support, essentially. This was the last crack at it to prove he's got something in his swing, something in his game. And now he brought back enough life where he's in the mix again. Nick, your turn. Now, it's not that bad, but I'm saying if Kepler can survive that, I expect Nick to be able to survive this. But let's go. We need a right-handed stick. We need some help protecting Bryce. That's your gig. It's not what suits him best, but we need it. You must step up for the team. Probably more of a 6 guy. But it's where we are. I keep wondering what this team's going to look like when Alec Boehm returns. I have zero idea on the status of Alec Boehm, and do we get the guy that is trying to do too much and then pouting and crying? See, today's not the day for that, Brodes. You are a moron. Today is the day to celebrate. Today is the day to just have some fun and realize this team has stones. And if you do get punched in the face, and if you do have a bloody nose, they're not just going to turtle. Okay, they're not just going to collapse and block themselves so they don't get punched in the face anymore and give up. They're going to step up to the plate and rally. And they have a lot of comfortability with David Robertson and Kerkering and Duran and Strom right now. That's a whole nother added layer, because what's deflating is if you do come back and if you think there's a chance to come back, but then automatically you're going to piss away the lead, then it kills that feeling and that excitement and that push towards climbing back. I know you don't want it to, but the human instincts and the human emotions take over. If your bullpen sucks, and if they blow leads, and if they can't hold on to anything, the second you take it back, the second you get the lead, when you're down 1-0, when you're down 4 rip, if you're getting your ass beat, but you finally figure it out in the 5th or 6th, when you know you could shut it down after you get the lead, man, it's a jolt. It's a kick in the ass. There's a different confidence with it, because once you grab, you're winning. You're winning the game. Which brings up a very interesting debate I heard with Spike and Jack Fritz today, and that is something that I've thrown around for a while. I started out saying Duran should only do the 9th. Then I slid into, well, if it is the 8th and it's 3, 4, 5, wouldn't it make more sense to ask Duran to go the 8th and then figure out the 9th with a 6, 7, 8 or a 5, 6, 7 in the respected team's order that you're facing? And I heard both sides of it. Spike likes the idea of 9th inning, closer, don't play games, keep it simple, and that's just the way this team is constructed. Yes, there is definitely more of finding pockets in today's era of baseball, but let's just go with how this team operates and how they're working now and just how it's falling in place. Let's not change a very basic philosophy, and let's go to work with it. And I kind of dig that. Like, now I'm starting to go back the other way and say, I like Duran just having the 9th. Now, I know what's going to happen. There's going to be a sequence where we need him in the 8th. They go to Strom or Kerkering or someone else. It doesn't look pretty. And then I'm going to be screaming saying, see, this is why I would have put Duran in the 8th. So I'm going to flip-flop, and it just depends what day you got me on is how I'm going to share my opinion. And it just depends on the way I'm feeling. But I get it. If you want to find roles, say you just know. Duran, don't worry about it. And I get it. You can put him out in the 8th and put him out in the 9th. I'm not against that. I don't know what his numbers look like when he does the double dip. I'm not necessarily sure. I haven't figured out that side of his game, or if that's even in his bag, or if that's something Rob Thompson would ever even consider. I don't know. I would not be against it if it's in the playoffs. It's game 5, game 6, game 7. It's a lot of pressure. You got to get the dub. You feel he's grooving. Then by all means, if they do have him in the 8th and they want to go back in the 9th, as long as there aren't numbers that scream he's an abomination and he has an 8 ERA when he, of course, that wouldn't be the case with what his ERA is now, and he did play all year in Minnesota, but you get my point. You get my point. I think I like the idea of guys settling in, David. I told you, the perfect storm would be Kerkering and Strom in the 7th for lefty-righty, whichever you want to utilize due to where the other team is. David Robertson in a perfect world at 40 has something left, and he's your setup. And then Duran is 9th, and it doesn't matter. You just go. The only thing that matters is the difference between Kerkering and Strom in a 7th. That's the perfect world and the ideal world if you can have it aligned the way you want. And I don't think that's ludicrous, but if you want to use Duran differently and creatively and uniquely, because, well, that's just what you do, I also see that side. Maybe someone can convince me to pick and choose and stay with a certain take, but I can't. All right, why don't we go to the Anytime Hotline and read texts? I haven't really read any text lately, so I feel bad for the ones that do reach out via text. Of course, the phone number is 856-442-9805. You can call into the Anytime Hotline at any point. And yeah, I do want to work in some text as well, so I apologize for the ones that have went that direction. First, though, let me tell you about my friends over at Green Lawn Fertilizing. They are based in the Philadelphia area and the best in market. Experts in New Jersey, Pennsylvania and Delaware, and they've created their own custom blend that has your lawn recovering. We're now working on the next treatments, which there will be aeration involved, and it's been a joy to see where my lawn was when they first started and where we are now. And I would have no idea at all how to do this. I was looking into it to DIY it, and it was too confusing. There was too much to follow. There was a lot of stuff I didn't even know what it was. So I went to the experts, and they really educated me on how this is going to go. There is a process involved, and it takes some time to do, but when you see it and when it plays out, you're like, wow, gorgeous. I can't believe I waited this long. Don't wait long. Jump on it now. And what if I told you Green Lawn Fertilizing is offering 50% off their first 2 treatments? 50% off their first 2 treatments. Do not be a fool. The link is down below in the description, which brings you to their website through my link. It'll tell them that Brodes sent you. You'll have that a percentage off applied to the website link. And when I tell you that it really did change the personality of my home and the amount of compliments that we get about how it was dirt in the backyard because, well, we dug up some ground and we built the addition and we needed to make sure there was life to the party in the back, and the way it all transformed, I'm almost lost for words for it. Words don't even do it justice. I've shared some pictures in the past of before and afters, but it's amazing. Check it all out. Their service is the best. The information is down below. All right, let's read some text here. Hey, Brodes, what do we do with Nick Castellanos? He couldn't get a clutch hit in the 7th, and Rob is already willing to go to Kepler in right field. Is this something we can just trot out there? Does Rob need to lean on Max Kepler more? Really appreciate the show. What are your thoughts? Does he need to lean into Max Kepler more? That's a scary thing to think about. There's really, I guess, one way for me to answer this, which is Nick Castellanos has to be better. That's how this team even elevates more. They've already taken a lot of steps in the right direction, but there still is more juice to squeeze out of this group. I don't know what else to say other than Nick needs to do more. Now, of course, urgency, if you want that out of Rob Thompson, throwing Max Kepler in, if he is swinging a better bat and there are some favorable matchups with a lefty and Nick isn't producing, then that's what you do. It's either Nick figures it out. This is what you do. You tell Nick, yo, dude, you want that playing time? You want to stay in right field? You want to be a big part of this thing? Now, of course, Rob's not going to do this. So here I am just getting blinded and thrown into a hypothetical where I'm the manager saying, yo, Nick, come on, man. Let's go. It's time. It's winning time. It's time to go out there and show your worth. Let's go. Now, Rob would never do that. He'd say, Nick, I believe in you. I trust you. You're going to help us win a World Series. Just like he tells Max Kepler, you're a big part of this. You're going to help us win a World Series. Just like he tells Taijuan Walker, I believe in you, and you're going to help us win a World Series. And to his credit, so far, a lot of these guys that you thought were lost, a lot of these men that you thought wouldn't be a part of this whatsoever are now incorporating their impact at, wait for this, not just at any point of the year. What did I say about this specific time in particular? This is the best moments we've had of the year as a whole. And they are an influence. That's pretty remarkable at a topper. So again, just to look at it with a different view, while I'll try and light a fire underneath of his ass and pour gasoline on the fire, almost using that to try and spark him the way Vic Fangio would say certain comments to try to get the best out of some of the players on the roster, on the depth chart that are fighting for a starting position. That type of philosophy. There's only 2 ways this goes, though. Either Kepler and Nick share the time, or Nick goes off. The interesting thing would be what happens if Brandon Marsh stays where he is, Harrison Bader locks himself into center field and just contributes the way that you would expect Harrison Bader to, and Kepler is just, I don't even know what word to use, but at the tippy top of Max Kepler, but Nick is struggling. What do you do there? Now it's I was going to say a good problem to have, but it's also a bad problem to have. We've already been talking about the thinness of a right-handed bat. Now you're removing another power bat if he struggles that bad. What am I doing again? What am I doing again? I can't be doing it. This is a day of excitement. This is a day to appreciate what I would call a character win. This is what separates teams. This type of winning, this style of attitude, this way of showing up to the ballpark, this is something that reflects, it's not the same exact, but it reflects the way you see the Brewers every night. It reflects that. It's winning baseball. It's stringing together winning baseball over and over and over and over again. There are teams that have moments of winning baseball that win a lot of games, so there is winning baseball within. But there's a difference between winning games and winning baseball. I know you know what I mean. There's winning games, and then there's winning baseball. And that's what this team is doing right now. It's a character win, yet here I am talking about if Nick stinks forever. What is wrong with me? All right, now that's how you win a ball game, Brodes. Kyle Schwarber pounded one so long I was erect. Oh, my God, what is that? Can I say that? Oh, well. This group is becoming a team. I don't even know what to say. This group is becoming a team. I actually do like that a lot. I like that part of the text a lot. I agree. I'm trying to figure out a way to spin off of the other comments, but I guess we'll just stay professional because that's what I like to do. I like to stay very professional and even keel. They are becoming a group. Or no, they are becoming a team. The group is becoming a team. That's what the text said. Holy hell. My brain is out to lunch right now.
Nick Castellanos has the biggest ball sack ever.
All right, let's give it up to Taijuan. Nothing but professionalism. Wow, that's weird. He has been a target forever. No complaints. What do you need? How can I help? Show up to work. Pretty impressive if you ask me. Love the work, Brodes. He has just shown up to the ballpark. I guess he did complain with the Rob Thompson Twitter beef and the playoff roster and whatnot. But I'll tell you what, he made a mistake. And since he made that mistake, it has been all business. Sometimes you watch someone do something stupid, they apologize, then they continue to do something stupid. Then you just recognize that that's who they are. Right? They're just someone who apologizes over and over, but they don't really mean it. It never hits home. They make the same mistakes. This shows me that Taijuan Walker truly hated that decision he made. It wasn't a reflection of who Taijuan Walker is. You need me long man? Fine. You need me in the bullpen? Fine. You need me to do this and maybe try and whatever. It doesn't matter. There's just been so many things thrown his way, and all he has done is taken it, and when he walks off the mound, it's the same look on his face. It's the same way he goes about it, man. He just shows up, he gives it what he has, and he goes out the next inning. And he gives it what it has. And he can allow an earned run in the first and then settle in and go 6. He can allow 2 home runs in the second, and then he'll be fine the rest of the way. He can do well for the first 4 innings, have a rougher 5th. Probably should have been more than 2 earned runs, but you escape a jam and you limit the damage. He ends up going 6 and only allowing 2, and you just go to the next game and you see what happens. That's Taijuan Walker, keeping his head down, staying within, games not getting out of hand, keeping you involved. Now, it's not the way you want to spend your payroll. It's not the way you want a 5th starter to take up that much money, but you're salvaging this. And for the most part, most teams who open up the checkbook, they have to salvage some of the deals because you don't bat 1,000. When you look at free agents, when you make certain trades, sometimes the player isn't all that you want them to be, and you overpay them, and then they struggle, but then you got to squeeze something out of them, and they're manageable. And, I mean, this is a big deal. Aaron Nola has been hurt. Zach Wheeler hasn't been the best over the last, 4 starts, 5 starts or so. Ranger Suarez is inconsistent. Luzardo is inconsistent. So who will solidify a start every handful of games? Andrew Painter has been roughed up constantly. Mick Abel was traded. This Taiwan Walker role is important. And he's delivering. And did I give enough love to Weston Wilson for him over the last bit? What? Weston Wilson? That's pretty ridiculous just to say his name. Wild. Really enjoyed this one. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate it. I love you to death. We'll continue to check out this team every single night here, see what happens this week. And the Mets suck. Go Phils.